Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to the Morning Toast. We are live and in studio, live for Monday morning. It's Monday morning.
It's Morning Toast.
Yeah, no, I fucked that up.
Yeah, but you were in a, like you're about to do something.
Intentions.
You're about to do something cool.
Live for Monday morning. It's the Morning Toast. Kind of.
Or live from the Morning Toast. It's Monday morning.
No. Live from
New York.
Live from New York. It's the Morning Toast. That works too.
Or live from New York. It's Monday morning. Like.
Oh, but what about where's the branding?
I don't know.
Anyways.
Whatever.
Welcome.
We're just so happy to be here.
You guys, we had the most treacherous weekend, which is such a shame because we'll always look back on the weekend as pure treach, when in reality it was actually a great time, but that's all forgotten.
You know, it's like when we went to Nashville and killed it on our partnership with Access Hollywood for the CMA red carpet, and I don't even remember that because all I remember is the Divine Diversion being diverted to Pittsburgh and never getting home.
And you know what people don't say about the Divine Diversion, what they don't tell you is like, was it even divine?
No, not at all. We were putting such a Hollywood spin on it.
As far as I'm concerned, there were no hookups.
No.
Like, no marriages.
You know, we did experience like an amazing hotel that when I am going back to Pittsburgh for my show in a few weeks, I will be staying at the Fairmont for sure.
It was really nice and they hooked it up, but remember that pasta that we got?
Oh,
that was not
it was like supposed to be red and it like turned out white.
Because of all the cheese.
Ooh,
there might have been hair.
Yeah.
Just like
whatever. We were not so divinely diverted on our trip home Saturday. We hit the town hit us back Friday night after my show. Austin is a spot. Like, we didn't even get to debrief because so much happened, but I loved Austin.
It's amazing. It's an amazing city, and it's so like steamy. It's a type of city like you dream of, and you're like, oh, it exists, you know?
Right, and then just like another element is that they have Whataburger.
Yes.
And Jackie had her first Whataburger, even though she's vegetarian.
I've had Whataburger before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it might have been Olivia's first.
Oh, it probably was. Whatever. I was just wanting everyone to experience my true love of Whataburger. Here's some interesting facts about the 24-hour Whataburger in Austin. There is an armed guard, which actually felt pretty safe because it was a bunch of hooligans running around, you know?
Yeah.
They had a chocolate shake, delicious. We also got the cinnamon bun that we had ordered when we in Dallas like 2 weeks ago, and it never came, so we really needed to try it. And in the midst of us trying the cinnamon bun,
you mean it was what I ordered? Like,
it was
for myself.
I ordered like a chicken sandwich. Jackie doesn't eat meat, so like she ordered this cinnamon bun.
And maybe like now that we're out of Austin, like you'll see how wrong you were.
So out of the goodness of her heart, she said, "Margot, you want a bite?" Sure. And you know when you're eating a cinnamon roll, you obviously pick around till you get to the center, the best part. So Jackie had picked a little bit. Margot was supposed to pick a little bit more. And Margot, I've never seen anything like it. She took her thumb and her index finger.
Blue nails.
And she slurped her two fucking claws into the center of the cinnamon bun, not even gracefully. Like, meanwhile, ruining the entire thing on her way.
She snatchlered it.
It was so unbelievably disrespectful.
Yeah, and do you see that now?
Yeah, but like you'd think 2 days later you'd get over it.
No, that's how incredibly rude it was.
And then like your reaction was like,
oh, because it was so fucked up. Like you think I'm gonna care about your sweet cinnamon?
You
but
cared
now
enough
you're not
to snatch it.
But no, but now you're sober and sober eyes.
Do you have something to say?
Show lies,
No.
whatever that thing says.
I'm good.
You have nothing to say.
Wow,
Your
no
sister.
regrets. No regrets here.
No,
I got the center of the cinnamon. Fuck you.
How was it?
It was not as good as I wanted it to be.
It was like really, really good, but not as good as it looked.
Yeah.
Because it looked insane.
Yeah.
Well, I got a chicken sandwich and a chocolate milkshake, and the chocolate milkshake was so good. And then me and Margot get back to the room, and we're going to sleep. And like for some reason, we were like super awake, and we were like talking so much. And she was like, "By the way, you're such a freak for ordering a chocolate shake." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Vanilla." I'm like, what? It was such a weird insult, and like one that's like, it's an age-old question, vanilla or chocolate. It's not like such a weird thing to do.
No, and also like when it comes to a milkshake, in general, I think depends on my mood, but sometimes more of a vanilla person. But for a milkshake, vanilla is just a little too milky.
I agree.
You need something to throw off the milk.
No, it's like there's no flavor.
Just drinking milk out of a straw.
I couldn't agree more, Jackie.
Yeah.
That is such an astute and genius observation, as always.
Thank you. Well, anyways, the show, Dirty Jeans Store, I know you can't say it, but it was so great.
No, actually, I can't say it because everyone knows, like, whenever I get off stage and I want to cry because, like, it was so bad. Margot said it was the best show ever. Then I get off stage, I'm like, that was awesome. Margot was like, honestly, it was all right, you know? So I never have a real good gauge. But this time, I got off just feeling empowered. And I was like, I hope these fuckers agree with me. And I think everyone was on the same page that it was really a great show.
It was really a great show. The Austins were so lit.
So lit.
They brought it all. And so overall, it was such a great weekend in Austin. And we were on a 1 o'clock flight home. We were ready. We were going to get home at 5 o'clock. Perfect situation.
We were talking, on our way to the airport, we were talking the whole time about how genius we are for getting on this flight. We get home 5 o'clock Saturday. We don't have to do anything all night. We shower, we unpack, we'll be in bed bed by 10.
Like we woke up in Austin at 10. We had a full breakfast. It was just like everything was going our way. The flight is on time. We stroll right in. We found the best new invention out there, which is robotic barista coffee.
It was called like Brogio?
Yeah, Brogio, something.
It was a robot coffee vending machine, and I don't drink coffee. I got an iced caramel macchiato, and I was like living.
It was so good. You could like order. It's really cool. It's the future, and I'm excited. The future looks good to me.
Yeah, me too.
I know people are like saying robots are taking our jobs, but like, I don't know.
I welcome this robot.
I welcome this robot. It's like a robot's not going to get a hair in your drink, and I'm all about it. So we stroll onto the plane with our matching coffee cups, like ready. We're situated.
Our scheduled time was 1 o'clock. We took off at 1:10. That never happens.
Right. We're up in the sky. It was a little bit of a bumpy takeoff, but you know what? It's the plane.
And I was smelling something really smelly, and I was like, oh my God, I got seated next to like a smelly man. It was the smell of like, not BO, but just like uncleanliness, you know?
Yeah.
And it was bothering me, but like not to the point where I cared enough because I was just so happy to be going home. And I guess I wasn't the only person who smelled it because the pilot comes on like right after we reached 30,000 feet. I got Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. He comes on the plane and he comes on the mic and he says, yeah, we're getting that smell. It kind of smells like socks. I'm like, yes, I am smelling socks.
He's like, it means the air conditioning is
leaking. No, the oil has leaked into the air conditioning, and it's really not safe for us to go all the way to New York. So we're going to head around and go back to Austin. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well then, so
I'm like, just risk it.
This is inconvenient, but we're all just like watching TV ready to go back to Austin. And then all of a sudden, all the TVs turn off. All the TVs turn off on the plane. And my window was down, but it felt like we were just going straight ahead fast. Like we're not turning.
Not even fast, so bumpy.
You can feel a turn, and we're not turning. So I finally put my window down, and like you can see and now when I looked at the map on FlightAware, it shows how it was like it was like a figure 8. Mm-hmm. But we finally went back to Austin, but it was unclear for a few seconds there.
Scary.
Like I was, saying my prayers, like getting ready, bracing myself. But we landed safely, and then the torture really ensued.
Right, because they said, so this point it was like 1:45. The Delta app said 2:45, then it said 3 o'clock, 3:15, then it said 5:30, and we were like, fuck. And this was the only flight out of Austin to New York that day.
That was nonstop.
So we didn't know whether it was best to like wait or hop on another flight, a connecting flight. And thankfully, by the grace of God, we ran into a guardian angel in the Austin airport by the name Olivia Caridi. She just moved back to Austin. I totally forgot. And she was there working in the Sky Lounge, and we were sitting in the Sky Lounge. She was being so helpful, like telling us all, the back end secrets of all like the ferry flight and like all the bullshit.
Like what could go, like what they're doing for our flight. They're bringing over a completely empty flight, like from Atlanta to give us a new plane, but like what that means and how it could go wrong. And
it was really like having an insider's
track.
She
was being like totally straight with us, and like we had like 3 different backup plans. It was so good to like see her and catch up, and also like have this guiding light.
It was truly in such a dark time. It was a bright light.
It was a bright light. Like it was definitely the silver lining of the day.
Yeah, and all the Rice Krispie treats and the coffee vending machine.
Yeah, but we wound up eating so fucking much.
I know. Like, it was the only thing to do.
It was the only thing to do, but it's so disappointing because I was like so ready to have like a decent day. We got like good snacks for the plane, ready to go. I would have landed at 5, had dinner, and like been okay. And instead, I just like I felt like a binge drink, like a binge ate all day. It was painful, honestly.
I had fucking veggie burger and cheese fries.
Oh, I had a veggie burger and cheese fries
Guys,
too.
we did not stop eating. But you know what? That's, in times of despair, like it's the only thing that makes you feel like a little bit better.
No, I ate so much.
Then we were tender.
Oh my God. Does this ever happen to you? And it happens to me every weekend. I don't know. I always just assume it's from either drinking or just like dancing, moving muscles, and I'm sore. But like where you become tender, like if you press down on your skin, it hurts.
No, I only get breast tenderness around once a month.
Oh, so we were in the car on the way home, and Margot was saying, oh my gosh, because we ate so much, like you ever get in pain? And I was like, I get that pain, but it's not because of eating. I had no clue, but it's like every time I get that pain, yes, I've eaten a lot, but I've also drank a lot, danced a lot, been traveling.
I don't get that. Maybe it's because I don't eat a lot.
No, I get it. Like, I get it all the time. When I eat to, like, an extent where, like, I really should. Like, it's unnecessary to eat that much. I feel it, like, in my skin. Like, I can't touch my skin without hurting.
Never heard of that.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
I guess and I asked my friends yesterday if it happened to them, and, like, they didn't say yes. So I think it's just, like, an us thing.
Yeah, I asked Zach, too.
It's a you guys thing.
He didn't say yes. But if anyone else experiences this, we don't know if it's from the eating. Like, we have to isolate each
We have to isolate, but I don't think it's from the drinking because it's, like, I've had weekends where I've drinking more than that, but I haven't eaten that much, and it hasn't happened to me.
And you haven't been tender.
I haven't been tender.
Well, I just prefer a chicken tender, you know?
Yeah.
So we made it home
at midnight.
It was such torture, but like there's really no feeling compared to climbing into your own bed after a long, hard day, like, and then also having your son between your legs. Like,
that was the only thing that was missing for me, but I got into my bed, missing for me, but I got into my bed and I was like, this is heaven. Like,
this was worth it.
Maybe the plane did go down and now I'm in heaven.
Yeah, honestly, but I don't care regardless because I'm happy.
Right, because heaven
is anywhere.
It's beautiful.
So thanks to all the Austins who came out, me and Margot are headed back on the road. Wednesday night we're going to Portland. There are very few tickets left. Seattle, sold out. Vancouver, some seats left. So head over to girlwithnojob.com. That's Vancouver and Portland that still have tickets left. Can't wait to see all my West Coast teens. I forget that Portland is considered the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's a 6-hour fucking flight.
Coastal?
6 hour. Well, that's a good question call. It's like the West. It might not be coastal.
It's the West.
Okay, we're going to the Wild Wild West.
That's really cool.
6-hour flight, you know that?
Tarch. Yesterday I watched 5 movies, which is crazy. What did you guys watch?
I watched a new season of Shameless.
And I have an update for you about Friends. Because Zach has been watching, and I've been allowing him to like watch as we fall asleep.
Is this going to make us annoyed? Like, I'm not in the mood to argue about it.
No, I'm not arguing about it.
Okay.
But there were a few times that I chuckled.
Oh, you're having the Ben effect. Okay.
Yeah.
This happened to Ben.
No, I'm still not about it, and I have a call, and it's the opposite of yours, which is that the person who ruins the show for me is Ross.
A lot of people feel that way, but they're just uneducated and stupid.
It's Ross with his doofusy way of being a doofus.
What season is he on?
Rachel's pregnant.
Oh, so you're really far along. Okay, yeah.
We're just like, I'm just casting a few episodes
like,
here and there.
I understand, I hear what you're saying. It's just like what someone like uneducated in the franchise would say, you know?
No, it's just someone who has like a clear set of eyes and hasn't been like Stockholm Syndrome.
No, Ross is the most controversial character on the show because people either feel my way about him or your way about him, and like my opinion of him is like just watching him. First of all, he's the most talented actor on the show. Like when he was playing Robert Kardashian, I'm like, why is Ross Geller here? Like he's so believable as Ross Geller that it's almost detrimental to his career.
No,
you know?
It's like Ross Geller is actually ruining Robert Kardashian for me.
Yeah, and he's just literally the funniest one on the show. Like I don't even want to go into it because like I know I'm right.
So far, I think the funniest one on the show, based on what I've seen, is Joey.
Okay, no, that's
my God.
fair.
That is the lamest answer.
She didn't say Monica.
I thought she was going to say. Well, no one would say Monica. I thought she was going to say Phoebe, and then I would have had some respect for that answer.
No, Phoebe's okay, but I know like her and Joey are like supposed to be the funniest ones.
No, Joey's like the most low hanging fruit. Like duh. Like
that's what I would think. But he did or said a few things, and maybe I was like thought the things that were funny
you're laughing.
Aren't meant to be funny. I'm just keeping an open mind. Like I don't think I'll ever like stand like you do, but I'm keeping an open mind. I'm allowing my man to watch it as we fall asleep.
Okay.
It's really great at putting me to sleep.
That's what happens. Like Ben was like, not Friends, and then he would be like, the show sucks.
Yeah, no, I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm just keeping an open mind. That's what
the door is open.
It's always what I said I would do.
Yeah, that is what you said.
So
the door is open.
That's the update. I watched Tall Girl.
Fuck, was it good?
It was really good. We'll do a whole analysis after. Okay. I could always nitpick. Overall, it's a great movie, and
I heard it was very endearing.
And it made me follow Serena Carpenter on Instagram. Sabrina Carpenter.
I've been following her for years.
I've been following her for years, and I realized I unfollowed, and now I'm ready to refollow.
So at the end of this episode, did you watch Kardashians?
Yeah.
And did you watch? Oh, you didn't watch Potomac?
No.
Okay. Also, did you watch the roast of Alec Baldwin?
No, but I want to. I didn't know it was on last night.
I have a lot of thoughts on all 3 things, so we'll get to it at the end.
I watched 4 different Hallmark movies. And it was a great day. That's all I had
That's what we were
say.
hoping for.
I saw Hustlers.
Oh, yeah, Margot, it gave the snitch seal of approval?
Yeah, it was so good, except the only problem that I had is that I just don't like Constance Wu.
Well,
and
now
she was the whole movie.
Was she?
And I didn't
knowing what
expect
we know about her now, how can you?
Did you see that there's like Oscar buzz for Jennifer Lopez?
Yes. And I fully support it because the thing is, don't
ruin it.
I don't know J-Lo, but like now this is just how I see her. I feel like
you're like a little pre J-Lo, like you're
but like she looked amazing, and I have to say, Lily Reinhart was so good.
Lily Reinhart is an amazing actress.
Amazing actress.
Her acting is a little too good for Riverdale.
Yeah, I was shocked, and like Keke Palmer was great too.
I mean, I just fucking live for anything Keke Palmer does.
Did you see her watch What Happens Live?
No, was she good?
Oh my God, she was amazing.
Wait, also speaking of Watch What Happens Live. She was with Giselle Bryant.
Yeah.
And Giselle, on the Potomac reunion, 1 hour before Watch What Happens Live, confirmed that she's back with her ex-husband. They have been divorced for 12 years, but they co-parent really well. And he is like a huge civil rights activist, like really famous, started a church. His name is Jamal Bryant. And I was on Twitter, and there was a Sunday service yesterday streaming at Jamal Bryant's church. So Kanye was there with Jamal, and like how cool for Giselle.
That's really cool. And she was front row at Dave Chappelle.
Right. Confirming now that it was the two of them.
That were front row.
She was with her ex-husband, yeah.
Yeah, because we were watching Dave Chappelle for like the 4th time, and I was like, I had noticed that someone in the front row looked familiar. I was like, doesn't that look like that housewife from Potomac? And it was before we were watching, and you were like, yeah, I thought the same thing. And then Bravo Toaster Scenes
found out that it was her and Jamal.
So just a fun fact.
And just exciting for Giselle that like now she's going to be like a Kardashian associate, you know?
Yeah, hopefully like her. She plays her cards right.
She's very smart. Like she will take this opportunity. I wonder if Kim was there.
Ooh.
I don't know.
know.
Whatever. So we will be recapping all of that at the end of the show.
Got it. I want to see Hustlers this week because it feels very like relevant to
it is, and
times.
Also Lizzo and Cardi B. Like it was just like her flute was in it.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
She fluted. Sasha be fluting.
Sasha be fluted.
We'll go this week.
Oh my god. Okay.
But
I'm so excited.
Without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Yes, that is true. But in case you're, maybe you're on keto or you're not eating toast, you don't have any bread in the kitchen, and you want to whip something up for breakfast, why don't you try Daily Harvest?
Love it.
Did you like that segue?
I did.
Summer has been great, but now we are itching to get back into our routine. After all the barbecues and eating out during vacation, we're ready to get back into our eating habit that's good for us. But finding time to look for recipes, go to the grocery store, and meal prep makes it overwhelming, and that's what's great about Daily Harvest. Honestly, I've never related to something more. Like, the hardest thing ever is deciding to cook a meal. Like, going to the grocery store and making all the dishes, like taking 6 hours to get it done, and then like 30 seconds to eat it, and then you're left with the dishes for like a month. Mm-hmm. Daily Harvest makes it easier than ever to get back into the habit of eating more fruits and vegetables with thoughtfully sourced, chef-crafted foods that can be prepared in less than 5 minutes. Fill your box with more than 65 different options like ready-to-blend smoothies, hearty soups, and savory harvest bowls. Everything stays fresh in your freezer until you're ready to eat it. Each Daily Harvest cup takes one step to prepare with room for customization. You can add your favorite milk to a smoothie and blend it, or you can heat a harvest bowl up and top it with an avocado or a fried egg. All of Daily Harvest ingredients are sourced and selected from a maximum nourishment and peak season flavor. Daily Harvest is the quickest and most convenient way to eat a delicious and nutritious meal or snack whenever you are at your desk or studying or on the go. You know us, we're such studiers.
We're so on the go.
Go to dailyharvest.com and enter promo code TOAST to get $25 off your first box. That's promo code TOAST to $25 off your first box at dailyharvest.com. Dailyharvest.com, code TOAST for $25 off. Sign on and stay fit and full.
Yeah, no, that's where I need to be this week. This is a Daily Harvest sort of week for me.
Take those babies out of the fridge and get going.
Yep. Okay, first story, big news of the weekend, I would say. Felicity Huffman has been sentenced to prison. Yeah. Felicity Huffman, an Oscar-nominated actress and star of Desperate Housewives, will serve 14 days in jail for her role in the largest college admissions scandal in U.S. history. Huffman, 56, will report to prison on October 25th, and the Bureau of Prisons will decide the facility. The U.S. District Judge Indira Talwani also ruled that Huffman will serve 1 year probation, pay a $30,000 fine, and perform 250 hours of community service. Huffman pleaded guilty in May to one charge of conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services mail fraud. What's honest services mail fraud? Does it mean you were honest?
I don't know, but I'm so shook by this. I can't believe she actually got sentenced to prison, and that just does not bode well for Loughlin, because Felicity Huffman was the one who cooperated. She pled guilty. She seemed like she was wanting to get the process over with, not drag out a long trial. And she was the one who paid less, and her crime was less.
Yeah, so it's this is the punishment for her crime while following the rules of playing the game.
Right, so doing what her lawyers told her.
So Lori's punishment, if she's found guilty, will be so much more for 2 different reasons. But I'm feeling like Lori's gonna fight this tooth and nail. What's his name? Frank Underwood, Kevin
Frank Gallagher.
Kevin Spacey, thank you. Kevin Spacey, all the cards were stacked against him, and they couldn't prove his case, and he got off. If Kevin Spacey can get off, I think Lori Loughlin can get off. I think she can find a loophole, with her lawyers. She probably has the best lawyers in the world. She might be able to fight this. I don't know. I'm actually glad that she's gonna fight it to see if maybe she can. Maybe it's not all there.
Do you think Lori Loughlin, she's gonna go to prison? Do you think she'll get anything special, or she's actually gonna have to sit for 14 days?
Oh, Felicity Huffman. I think she won't. I think she probably won't serve the whole 14 days because you could probably get off for good behavior.
Right.
And how can you have good behavior for how can you prove your good behavior so quickly?
I know, but also.
Do you think you guys could do 14 days in prison?
It depends. If I was going to like a nice prison, I think so.
Yeah. Well, we don't know which prison she's going to yet, and a lot of times with these short sentences, they don't actually wind up serving like Khloe Kardashian because of like overcrowding and stuff. But I feel like she must be so relieved right now because like finally it's like situation going into prison.
Right, like doing like she pled guilty. This is her punishment.
Like for so long it's been the unknown of what it's going to be. Okay, now it's 14 days. Like she can handle that. Obviously she'll feel so much better when it's over, but like I feel as though the storm is starting to pass. Like she'll be done with this, by my birthday, and like then the world is her oyster.
Yeah. Like
she's like a convicted felon, but
do you think she's ever going to like work again?
Yes, I really do, because I think anyone who's like so hard on her for like this crime, like I don't know. If I were a director, I would happily. She's a wonderful actress. I think people are on her side. She's going about this in the most likable way.
Yeah.
Especially juxtaposed to Lori Loughlin. Yeah. Even though like when Lori Loughlin's all said and done, like I would happily watch her in Hallmark a movie again.
No, but Hallmark is so like,
Hallmark won't hire her.
No, but I'm saying as a Hallmark viewer, like Hallmark, if you're listening, which like apparently they do, I would forgive her.
Yeah, no, Felicity Huffman already has edge, so this just like really like improves her street cred,
And Felicity Huffman is still in movies right now. Like she filmed stuff that's coming out right now, like that one that Olivia liked, Otherhood.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Like that's still playing out by the time that's over. Like she'll be ready for her next flick.
Yeah, it really must be a good feeling that she got this over with. Like,
yeah, and that it's not so bad.
Yeah, it's like making a big duty. Like it's over,
Yeah.
Huh.
No, and so I'm happy for her because I think it's the anticipation that's the worst and the unknown that's the worst. And 14 days, she's a tough cookie. Lynette Scavo, 14 days, piece of cake.
Yeah, I think she can handle it. Yeah.
And even if like she's not Lynette Scavo like in her regular life, like she's an actress. She can act like a tough bitch.
That's so true.
And
now it's just like I want to know more about her husband, William H. Macy, like how he managed to stay
the real test,
completely out of it. And like for Lori Loughlin, both of them are being prosecuted. William H. Macy is not being prosecuted, and he's totally fine.
He wasn't really on the emails. Yeah. Like he must be like less involved as a parent. No shame. And he got off unscathed, but he also like didn't. I feel like there's gonna be trouble there.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Well, I'm just now starting the new season of Shameless, and like I can't think of Frank Gallagher now as anything other than Lynette Scavo's husband,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it tainting the show?
It kind of is, just because they like are in the public so much. Like usually between Shameless seasons, like I never hear from William H. Macy. Like he stays at home,
Yeah.
But now he's just been like in and out of the courthouse, paparazzi. It's top of mind for me.
Yeah. Also, since Lori is like going to trial, she'll probably have a jury, and like anything can happen. Like OJ got off for murder. Like anything can happen.
Right. And I'm wondering,
it's not so cut and dry.
It's in Boston, right? That's where the trial is.
Jussie Smollett.
Yeah, Jussie Smollett.
Musty Smollett. Like anything can happen.
Her trial's going to be in Boston. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So like, do you know anyone who lives in Boston who like might be called for jury duty?
I think some toasters will be on that jury.
Oh my god!
But they're going to get exempt because they're too involved.
No, if you are like a toaster and you are coming up for jury duty in the next few weeks in Boston, like honestly, stick with it.
Yeah.
You could be landing the role of a lifetime. Everyone on the O.J. Simpson jury wrote a successful New York Times bestselling book. Like, stay.
This could be your opportunity.
This could be your big break.
But also pay attention. I mean, really, in jury duty, they do coach you like to be ready to be a juror. Like, even if I felt some type of way about a celebrity and I wound up being on the jury, which wouldn't happen, but like I really felt like I wanted to be unbiased, And I was going to listen to. I actually think I would be a great juror. Like that's what we do on this show.
I think I would be an absolutely terrible.
We are the judge.
I would be a terrible.
We
juror.
are the judge and jury on this show.
Yeah, no, I actually do think you would be a great juror. Maybe even a rural one.
With urban fervor.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if you got the urban fervor.
I don't know, but I could get it.
Honestly, I just think I would be such a bad juror. Like the long hours and like it would drive me nuts. I would just say he was guilty so I could go home.
Yeah, but you're getting paid and you're getting paid from your work. Like you get paid for jury duty and you get double income.
That's true, but it's like 4 times harder than I normally work.
I guess so. Yeah.
So it's not enough money.
That's fair. I don't know. I
don't know. Something to think about.
It's something to think about if you'd be a good juror. Anyways, this is crazy though. Like I can't believe that the judicial process is going so quickly.
Yeah, like that never happens.
Even though this all started in March.
Well, so you have the right to a speedy trial as the person being accused of a crime. So for someone like Lori Loughlin, she would obviously want to get this over with really quickly.
Yeah.
But that was like the whole R. Kelly documentary. Like, he has the right to a speedy trial, but he kept delaying it so he could like make music and make more money. And like,
but you would also think he would want to get it over with quickly.
Well, yeah, like a rational person would, but I don't think in that scenario we're working with a rational person.
Yeah, but like R. Kelly got off. There's literally a videotape and he got off. I have hope for Lori Loughlin. I'm just saying.
It's actually a good point.
Like, that's all I'm saying is what I've been realizing.
The judicial system is flawed.
It's not so cut and dry, you know? And like, I think she's got the best in the biz. And they're going to see it through. And like, you know what? It's interesting from a viewer's perspective to see both scenarios play out.
Right.
So that's that. We'll keep you posted.
But the risk of you not getting...
Of you not winning.
Not winning is worth just going to jail for 14 days, you know?
It wouldn't be 14 days for
No,
Lori.
I know, but
like, so if she had pled guilty and Lori's crime, she paid $500,000, so whatever the ratio is.
Right,
15 to 500.
Yeah. So 14 to X.
Yeah.
It would be actually just like
I'll do the math.
450 days.
A year and a half.
That's a long fucking time.
Yeah.
Let's ride it out. I don't know. This doesn't sound so crazy to me anymore.
No.
Also, like, Felicity's punishment is pretty, like, big.
Right, because it's the 14 days in jail. Then it's like also after jail is what's torture. It's a year of probation, 200 hours of community service.
And a $30,000 fine. And, like, I could have seen, like, just that being the punishment. But it's like, no, that's just, like, the side dish.
The cherry on top.
Yeah.
That's just the mashed potatoes.
Yeah. Makes you
466 days.
Oh, it's pretty close, Counselor Snitch. 466.
Wow. Cool.
Next up, Zooey Deschanel moves on with Property Brothers star Jonathan Scott.
I'm so glad we're talking about this incredibly fucking weird situation.
1 week after Zooey Deschanel...
Show me a picture. Which brother is it?
This one. Don't they all look the same?
Is it Drew or Jonathan?
Jonathan.
I get them confused.
Aren't they twins?
Yeah, but like they look kind of different. One of them is a contractor and one of them is a real estate agent who doesn't do anything, who comes in at the beginning, at the end of every episode. Can you Google which one's a contractor and which one's... I thought that the real estate guy got married last year, but that kind of looks like him.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
1 week after Zooey Deschanel and her husband, Jacob Pechenik, announced they were splitting up, news broke that the actress is dating Property Brothers star Jonathan Scott. Quote, "It's new, but they are having a lot of fun together," a source told People magazine on Friday. Photos captured by Hollywood Life also showed Deschanel and Scott holding hands this week. Deschanel and Scott also filmed a carpool karaoke segment earlier this year alongside Scott's brother and HGTV co-star Drew and Deschanel's actress sister Emily.
Well, is that where they met?
I don't know. Fishy now. Fishy.
Which brother is this?
Jonathan is a contractor.
Jonathan is a contractor. Okay, he's a cuter one and like definitely the richer one because he does more work. Yeah, and the other brother...
You don't think they split 50-50? They're brothers.
Jackie, literally, Jonathan is like on his back ripping tile out of the floor while Drew is like fake showing houses to clients that like are actors, you know?
I think they're 50-50.
They shouldn't be.
They should be though, because then it gets too murky.
Yeah, I guess. This is just such a weird story, like with so many weird layers. Like the first being Zooey Deschanel is the weirdest girl ever. And like she's just like quirky and cute and like I honestly like don't stan. And the Property Brothers are just like, it's just too much for me, honestly. Like, this is sensory overload.
For me, like, this is, like, two people. I don't care about the Property Brothers. I don't care about Zooey Deschanel. So, like, I'm happy that, like, two people I don't care about found each other, you know? They're not, like, taking up space in like, people that I do care about. And it seems like other people are going to be excited about this. So I'm happy for everyone else.
No, I don't think other people are going to be excited. I think people are genuinely confused.
Really?
Like, does Zooey... No offense. Like, Jonathan Scott, like, he's the hotter one. Like, he definitely does really well. They're all over Chase. Like, they definitely make a lot of money. But does she not have standards? Like...
Oh, I thought you were about to argue that, like, he's too good for her.
No. I mean, at the end of the day, like, she's a movie star and he's a reality star. And, like... The two should really not mix, but they do, so here we are.
They do, and by the way, this is the trend. Sarah and Wells walked so Zooey and Jonathan could run.
I just need to like triple check that this is the right brother because they confuse me so much. Jonathan,
and while we're talking about reality stars dating people way out of their league, this would be a great opportunity to talk about the fact that Mike Johnson went on a date with Demi Lovato.
Yeah.
And I need to get everyone's thoughts and feelings.
It's just like, I'm so fucking over it.
It hasn't even started. How could you be over it,
I can't. Like, everyone just stay in your fucking lane.
No, everyone, the lanes, Snatch, they're merging.
The lane does not exist.
It's a contractor.
They have their turn signals on, and people are merging lanes.
I just, like, I can't. I'm happy for
them.
But
these Hollywood Life photos that were captured, like, are so weird and staged.
Yeah.
Like, and
it's
she's
weird.
like wearing, she really dresses and talks like she's like, was born in the 30s, you know?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm honestly really put off by this whole situation. Like, I don't like cross-pollination, like, from, like, genres, like, reality. You know, she's, like, you know, this whole situation.
I do like it.
I don't like it.
No, and, like, so the other brother just got married or, like, found a girlfriend or something last season, and they did, like, a whole series about him and his new wife, like, moving into a house. Like, if Zooey Deschanel does an HGTV show with Drew Scott, like, you know, tiling their house, like, I will literally jump off a bridge, okay?
Yeah, no, I don't think she should start, like, playing in his pond, but I like it.
No, I mean, honestly, I'm happy they're happy.
I think it just sends a great message, like, anything is possible, you know?
Yeah.
Just in life.
Yeah, no, I'm happy that they're happy, but this just seems so incredibly odd.
Oh, for sure.
And James Corden is to blame.
Always.
What
do you think about Demi Lovato and Mike Johnson?
I actually, like, kind of ship them. I don't have such weird feelings about it as I do for, like, Tyler and Gigi. I don't know why. I just think, like, Demi Lovato was, like, thirsting for The Bachelor.
You're desensitized.
No, it's like Demi Lovato was, like, thirsting for The Bachelor, like, always tweeting about it, like, went to live tapings. Like, she took her step down into Bachelor Nation. Like, we already knew she was sitting there, you know?
Yeah.
But with Gigi, it's like, she's a whole other world, has never acknowledged the Bachelor franchise in her life, and all of a sudden is the star of it.
Yeah.
Like, Demi Lovato was humbled enough to take a seat after the final rose.
Yeah, I agree with that. But do you want to know an interesting factoid? Demi Lovato has double the amount of Instagram followers as Gigi Hadid.
Well, Demi Lovato is like kind of like a legend.
No, so Demi Lovato is technically a bigger star. And
yeah, that's a good point.
And it's less weird. Double the, like, Gigi has 40 million, Demi has 90 million.
Because Demi Lovato is much more relatable. Like, Gigi Hadid might not be as big of a star, but she's a fucking supermodel, like, walking on runways. Like, no one can even relate to that. Like, Demi Lovato's been open about, like, her struggle with sobriety, her struggle with her weight. Like, that's fucking relatable.
For sure.
So I just feel like she's more of a down-home chick, you know?
Oh, that's why this makes more sense.
That's why it doesn't seem as weird.
No, yeah, that's why it's less contrasting.
She's less elitist.
Yes, I agree with that. But, like, which almost makes you forget that, like, she's almost had 100 million Instagram followers. Like, she's with the big boys.
Because she's really been.
Did you forget?
She's been out of commission for over a year in terms of music.
She gets royalties every time you say, "I'm happy for you.
Know that I am." Actually, she doesn't get royalties, so we should stop singing.
Yeah, that's that on that.
Yeah, I don't know why it just doesn't seem as, like, crazy to me.
I agree with
Honestly,
that.
the Jonathan Scott and Zooey Deschanel seems crazier than Demi and Mike Johnson.
Yeah. Also, people have been, like, speculating about Demi and Mike, but now I'm nervous because clearly that was their first date.
Yeah.
The date that someone overheard, like, where they were talking about, like,
on
their
Reddit.
siblings and tour. How does it work with all of that, quote unquote?
Stop.
But now there's too much pressure.
Yeah.
And it's only a first date. They don't have that bond to sail through all these pressurous waters.
Yeah. Also,
Pressures. And
just go with it.
And we've heard from, like, a bunch of people that Mike Johnson's, like, kind of, like, nerdy, and, like, maybe his reason for not being the Bachelor was, like, his personality isn't so great. So once all the camera lights are gone and, like, you just have to go on a date with someone, like, Demi Lovato might be like, meh.
Yeah. I don't, like, if I was a betting woman, I'm not going to bet on these two.
No, but I really do.
But I want to.
I'm championing them.
Yeah, I might bet on them just to, like, give them good confidence, but I know I'm going to lose money.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like.
But it's worth it.
Because I'm happy for them.
Right. Know that you are.
Exactly. Okay. Next up, speaking of James Corden responds to Bill Maher's fat-shaming comments.
Oh my God, this was like, you know, cis on cis crime. You know what I mean? Like, two fucking losery, like, privilege. Like, these men have never had to, like, work hard in their lives. Like, everything has just been handed to them, and they're, like, fighting. Like, it was so, like, I actually loved the argument that James Corden was making, but I just couldn't take it seriously with, like, these two fucking assholes, like, who just, like, get everything they've ever wanted, you know?
I know, but, like, there's something about James Corden that's like,
endearing.
That is so endearing, and you don't think of him as just, like, oh, old white man, like, never had to struggle.
No, he fights for the underdog.
But when you do get to the root of it, it is cis on cis crime.
Yeah, like, do you know what I mean by that? Like, it's cis on cis, like, Bill Maher, James Corden, like, straight white men, like, who just, like, rose to fame, like, because they're straight white cis men. Like, But
to me, James Corden's more than that because he's, like, musical and he goes outside the box.
And, like, people think he's gay.
But at the end of the day, he's just a straight white man.
He's just a cis. This is cis on cis crime.
This ain't it, cis.
That's good. We should make merch. This ain't it. CIS.
James Corden took aim at Bill Maher's recent fat-shaming comments with a rebuttal delivered on Thursday's edition of CBS's The Late Late Show. Maher, host of HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher, joked about obesity on his show last week, saying, quote, "Fat isn't a birth defect," and, quote, "Nobody comes out of the womb needing to buy 2 seats on the airplane." He advocated, quote, "Fat-shaming doesn't need to end. It needs to make a comeback." Oh, I also just want to say, on our initial takeoff from Austin, I had the seat open next to me. Behind me was Snitch with the seat open next to her. Behind her was Olivia with the seat open next to her. Like,
couldn't have been better.
It was too good to be true.
But on the second flight, you guys did get upgraded to first
Yeah,
class.
so,
right. So it could have been better.
Right. So, and it did get better. That's true. Corden cued clips from Maher's segment and then offered his own testimonial as a person who has long battled weight concerns.
So Bill Maher's argument was basically like
it started with like health insurance.
Right. No, now it's been like now we're living in a culture where, you know, being overweight is celebrated, and if you point out the fact that being overweight is bad for your health, like, you become evil. And so in order to fix that, we should bring back fat shaming to shame fat people into getting skinny.
Okay, yeah. I only watched James Corden's clip where he only said the mean stuff, not like the argument about all what you just said. But yes, he is advocating for the bringing back of fat shaming.
As to ameliorate the fat problem, he thinks it's going to help.
He thinks it's going to help. Yes,
yeah.
Agreed. Okay. Quote, James Corden, "There's a common and insulting misconception that fat people are stupid and lazy, and we're not. We get it. We know. We know that being overweight isn't good for us, and I've struggled my entire life trying to manage my weight, and I suck at it. I've had good days and bad months. Quote, I've basically been off and on diets since as long as I can remember, and well, this is how it's going," he pointed to himself. Corden and Maher both produced their shows out of the same lot, Television City in LA. Towards the end of the eight-minute segment, Corden took a few swipes at his cantankerous neighbor. Quote, "We're not all as lucky as Bill Maher. We don't all have a sense of superiority that burns 35,000 calories a day," Corden joked. He went on to show another clip of Maher mocking obesity. Quote, "It's not just about being able to see a doctor, it's also about being able to see your dick." Ooh, I didn't catch that part.
No, me neither, because I didn't watch a whole 8-minute
Yeah,
clip.
it
Like,
was
that's
really
way too
long.
fucking long.
Yeah.
But yes, this dishonest crime actually is highlighting an important issue. And what was I going to say?
Like, I don't disagree with James Corden. In fact, and I agree that fat shaming has not gotten anywhere.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Actually, I actually feel both ways, shockingly, about this. Because on the one hand, I feel like being fat is like the last frontier of like it's acceptable to
make fun of.
Yeah, to make fun of, and also like make judgments, make decisions, like hiring decisions, almost like discriminating against fat people.
No, fat people is a minority that doesn't get any of the other like advantages.
Agreed, but then on the other hand, I feel like it's a great time to be plus size, and like the world is more inclusive than it's ever been, and it's more celebrated, and maybe we're not 100% there yet, but we're as close as we've ever been.
We are as close as we've ever been, and it definitely like is the best time now to be plus size and be overweight, but it's like only in like the magazines that we read. Do you know what I mean? Like that, like real life hasn't molded itself after what you read in like a Lizzo article. You know what I mean? Like right now it's still like aspirational, but it's being said.
I agree. You have to seek it out sometimes, but still, like there are so many now movies. Like it used to be movie stars were only like size 0.
That's true.
You know, typical ideals.
I agree. Rebel Wilson.
Yeah. Now leads in like
Jillian Bell.
There's more
diversity
and like more visible plus size figures.
Right, so I guess that's why it made the Bill Maher thing like so much more upsetting. It's like we're finally making progress.
He's arguing one side where it's like all of those things are negative and they're encouraging people to be fat, but I don't think it's one way or the other. I don't think you see someone who's plus size and you're like, oh, now I want to gain weight.
No, but I think
it just makes you feel better about the shit that you're hung up on about yourself.
I think Bill Maher's argument required a response from James Corden now more than ever, because it's like what he's saying is rude and damaging, but it's even more damaging now that we've actually made progress.
Yeah, it's like trying to stymie that progress,
right.
And James Corden's just saying like, let's keep at it, because by the way, it's not even as good for us as you think it is.
Right. No, it's just like an interesting fight. Like I wonder if Bill Maher's going to respond. Is Bill Maher on the air every night or every week?
I think real time, so that sounds like every night.
Yeah, I wonder if he's going to respond. He should.
I don't know, but like James Corden is just, I wouldn't want to hurt his feelings. Like if I said something and James Corden like argued against me, even if I was right or whatever, like I would just be like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Like,
no, it's like if you're
arguing
with James Corden, like you're an asshole.
Like James Corden doesn't have beef with anyone. Like if you Google James Corden beef, like nothing until Bill Maher, you know?
Yeah.
So, an interesting fight, and I'm always here to talk about fat shaming, you know?
Right, and it's not, like the overall message is that fat shaming is not going to work. Like, fat people feel shame all the fucking time. Like, having it come from Bill Maher is not going to suddenly make me stop eating. I'm sorry.
No, you might eat more.
Right. So it's like, okay, if we want to move in a healthy direction, like let's do that in a healthy way, not in a way that shames people into being skinny, because that's not going to happen either.
Yeah.
It's just an ineffective way. He was like, Bill Maher was arguing that like in order to get rid of obesity, we should be fat shaming. But what James Corden so astutely pointed out is that shame has never helped a fat person get skinny.
Yeah.
Because they feel shame all the time. It actually probably makes it worse.
100%. Yeah. It's reminding me of Tall Girl, just like something to think about. Yeah, it's also 11/11, Make-A-Wish. I wish everyone would love themselves.
Oh my God, same.
I wish everyone could love themselves. Not would, because it's not a choice, you know?
Yeah.
I guess you could like fake it till you make it, but it's so fucking hard.
That was just like a brilliant point. What you just said, like the whole thing.
That last thing?
Like all of it.
Oh my God, thank you.
Cis on cis crime, man.
Cis on cis crime. That ain't it, sis. Okay, next story I chose for you because if I were you, I would find this story interesting.
Okay.
Friends co-creator Marta Kauffman regrets these two plot lines.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Why were you laughing at me?
You said co-creator Marta. You said co-creator Marta.
The fucking Snatchler has turned.
Snatch laughed, so I laughed.
Wow.
Sorry.
Snatch lacht, God placht. Okay, the one with Marta Kauffman's regrets. I just watched Where the Millers on the plane.
I saw you watching it.
I actually split it up into 3 different flights. And it's just such a fucking good movie.
I walked out of the theater.
You're lying. Oh, then you missed the end, which is what makes the movie so great.
Yeah, they were like in this RV. Liz Gillies showed up, and then I was like, I gotta go.
You're talking about the wrong movie.
Liz Gillies is in Where the Millers.
No, she's not.
No, she's
For
not.
1 second, yes, she is.
No, she's not. Who is she?
I don't know.
She's not in it.
She might be in RV.
The best movie. I wish Liz Gillies was in RV. Rest in peace, Robin Williams.
During a 25th anniversary panel of Friends at the Tribeca TV Film Festival on Friday, the show's co-creator, actually just festival because it's TV, sorry. I said film.
Okay.
The show's co-creator admitted there are 2 plot lines she isn't too thrilled with. Quote, "The stalker," Kauffman said, referring to an episode from season 3 of the beloved sitcom in which Phoebe ends up falling for a guy named Malcolm who's been stalking her twin sister, Ursula. Quote, "We did a lot of rewriting on that to make that work," she revealed. Kauffman also wasn't thrilled with a plotline from season 2 where Phoebe gets the chickenpox and gives them to someone in the Navy named Ryan, who she sometimes dates when he's in town. While co-creator David Crane didn't call out any specific moments, he commented, quote, "It's one of those things where I don't watch a show at home, but occasionally, if we're traveling or whatever, it will be on and sometimes I'll see something and it will be like, wow, that actually holds up. And then there are definitely times where I'll go, really? We went with that?"
Oh, that's interesting. It's sad that like all their mishaps happened around Phoebe. You know, like she really was having a hard time finding like who she was, you know?
Yeah.
Very interesting. I definitely agree. That episode where Phoebe's stalker is like stalking her and he's like, "What do you want?" And he thinks it was Ursula. Like so stupid and so weird. I didn't think the Charlie Sheen chickenpox thing was that weird. But I guess Marta did, so.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, like to give someone in the Navy chickenpox.
Yeah, no, and then they're like sitting in Monica's apartment, like scratching each other with wooden spoons. It's actually really fucking stupid.
Yeah, well, she agrees.
Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. 5th and final story, crazy story.
Wait, I need to pause because John Legend just announced that Taylor Swift is the mega mentor on The Voice this season.
What?
Yeah.
Say it again?
She's the mega I don't watch The Voice, but she's the mega mentor for season 17, and him and Blake Shelton just announced it on Instagram.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
She actually, like, would be a good mentor. Like, she's actually, like, fucking smart, you know?
Yeah.
Like, there are some people who go on The Voice, and while, like, they're great musicians, like, I don't know how good advice Gwen Stefani can give, you know? So Taylor Swift is, like, a songwriter, a performer.
And that probably means that we're going to get performances, too.
Yeah.
Which is
very
all
exciting.
I really care
Good stuff, good stuff. Thanks for sharing.
Interesting.
Sorry, everyone was, like, going off in the comments, so I had
No,
to,
that's good, exciting stuff. Thank you.
That would be our 5th story. So now our 6th story is that a California woman dreamed about eating her engagement ring and woke up to find that she really did. On Tuesday, Jenna Evans was on a high-speed train that was racing down the tracks, her fiancé by her side, when some bad guys appeared, she said. There was only one way to protect her 2.4-carat engagement ring: swallow it. So that's what she did. Quote, "I popped that sucker off, put it in my mouth, and swallowed it with a glass of water. Then she woke up." Evans was relieved on Wednesday morning that the whole episode had just been a vivid, bizarre dream that she told Today was very James Bond. That is, until she realized her engagement ring was no longer on her finger. Evans, who has a history of sleepwalking, soon realized that while the bad guys in the high-speed train had all been her snoozing subconscious, the consumption of her engagement ring was not. Look at this x-ray.
So how do you get it out? You just shit it out?
No, I think they performed surgery. She went to the doctor, she got an x-ray, and they saw the ring. The gastroenterologist promptly performed an upper endoscopy, which is the insertion of a small camera and device down someone's throat. Oh my God, she wrote, I waited a long time for that damn engagement ring, and I will marry Bobby Howell, damn it.
This is such a weird, funny story.
Really weird, funny story. I just thought.
Oh my God, people do crazy shit in their sleep. Like,
yeah,
I'm
this
really
is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Me too. I'm really thankful I'm not one of those people like who like the lines are blurred between like sleep and dream, and I'm really happy that I just sleep like normally.
Yeah, and I'm happy they were able to like retrieve
it, and like she didn't die. She could have choked.
Oh, that too. I guess she must have had a sip of water and everything.
That's crazy.
I guess this is just another reason why you shouldn't sleep with your rings.
Yeah, I don't.
But wow.
Where like if I wanted to do this, I would have to get up and go into my closet to get it, and you know I don't get up, so.
Right. Yeah.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Well, I hope this girl is using Zola for her upcoming nuptials because it's really the greatest thing out there.
Yep, for the Howell family wedding.
Zola is a company that will do anything for love, and they're reinventing the wedding planning and registry experience to make the happiest moment in their couples' lives even happier. From engagement to wedding to decorating your first home, Zola is there combining passionate customer service with modern tools and technology. Jackie, you use Zola for your wedding, is that correct?
Yes, and I'm still using it to get out all of my thank you cards. It keeps such great track of who got me what, and it's just like, it's the only thing that like gives me stability in these crazy times.
You can join over 500,000 couples who have used Zola. You start with a free wedding website. It's so easy and just takes minutes to set up and customize. Your Zola registry is on your wedding website so guests can find wedding info and buy you gifts all in one convenient place. They carry all your favorite brands when it comes to registry items like OXO, Cuisinart, Brooklinen, and Airbnb. Couples and guests love the free shipping, smart returns, price matching, group gifting, and more.
Can I tell you the best part about registering with Zola? You can wait to get something delivered. So like
for
us, when we were moving, like you can choose when
to hold off.
You can hold off so you don't have an apartment full of boxes.
Wow, that's actually a genius.
I think that's my favorite part of Zola.
And then when it comes to paper goods, they've got thousands of designs for every color scheme. Their prices are friendly. Wedding paper shouldn't blow your budget. Easily build your whole suite at Zola, from save the dates and invites to day of paper and thank you cards. Build your free wedding website on Zola and get $50 towards your registry. Go to zola.com/toast and get started today. That's zola.com, ZOLA.com/toast to get $50 towards your registry and get started today.
Sign on, get married, because without the proper infrastructure, it might not happen.
And she's a toaster.
The girl is a toaster.
Who?
Who swallowed her ring.
How do we know?
She posted it in Toasters Getting Married. Everyone.
We need that bitch on the show.
Yeah. Where does she live?
Margot.
I think she's in California.
We could do a Skype interview.
Yeah.
Like on the phone.
That is so crazy. And I guess she posted it in the Toasters, like, Toasters are just making news.
Always.
Right
even the
under our
Mike Johnson, Demi Lovato thing broke in the Toasters.
Even the Ruthie story.
Made it to Ryan Seacrest. Tanya Rad listened to the show.
Is she the one who told them the story?
I think so, and I DM'd her. I was like, oh my God, I'm listening to you on Ryan Seacrest, and I'm dying. I think Ryan was like so confused. He didn't understand like how Ruthie got in contact, and then he referred to us as the morning roast, but thankfully, Tanya fucking Rad corrected him to the morning toast. And that is just an interesting story that needs to get out into the masses. So thank you, Ryan Seacrest and Tanya Rad, for having, a good taste.
Yeah, and I feel as though like Jonah's fiance like knows about Ruthie now, because like
how could you not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the other woman.
Yeah, like her friends are definitely like she's a New York girl. Like everyone knows. We're getting justice for Ruthie, guys. One step at a time.
And that's
what
that's what I've secretly been wishing for at 11:11 every day since we started the toast.
I think Ruthie's doing well. Apparently she's still in toaster groups. She keeps a low profile, obviously.
Yeah, I found her in some toasters group, but I didn't want to blow up her spot because I do know her last name.
Yeah, but she's doing well. No one bother Ruthie.
Yeah, please. Like, what would make this worse for Ruthie?
Right.
Okay, let's jump into some TV recaps. Keeping Up with the Kardashians was honestly such a good episode.
It really was.
It didn't feel like 2 hours. Like there was so much. Like the birthday party, Coachella, like the fight. Like there were so many parts.
Yeah.
And none of them were like beeline storylines.
No, it was all like good shit.
Yeah, I thought the most interesting part of the episode was the argument between Kourtney and Kim. And I'm annoyed that they let it go because I would have liked to have seen it go further because like Kourtney was being such a fucking baby. Like I couldn't. And then her like saying that she looks like she's wearing a costume in front of the Mugler team while she was also emailing Mugler.
Yeah, that was bad. But it's like, how was she to know? Like, she should have been, like, you should tell someone when you're there on FaceTime in front of other people. Also, I thought the fight was so interesting and it was really getting, like, heated and below the belt. But then it's like, I actually don't understand this fight at all because, like, it's so unrelatable to have a stylist and people making custom looks and then they're selling those custom looks. What is the protocol? Like, I was like, I don't know who's right because I don't know what this is. And it's like, we don't have stylists, so we don't know, but, like, is is this stylist on stylist crime, or is it sister on sister crime?
No, it's a little bit of both. Like, you're responsible for what your staff does.
Should the stylists be talking to each other, or should the sisters be talking to each other?
Both. But I think why Kim got so upset and why Kourtney couldn't understand is like, and Kim was saying, she's like, nobody understands what goes into making one look. Like, it's endless relationships and endless time managing those relationships and hours coming up with ideas. And like, Kim really prides herself on that. Like, she's never been seen in the same look twice. Every time she steps out of the house, it's literally hours and weeks of work. And Kourtney just kind of like doesn't care and like kind of shits all over that and then like copies it. It's like annoying. You're gonna make fun of me and then also copy everything I do. Like, it's frustrating and I totally see that. And then like Kourtney getting all defensive, being like, I don't even care about Kim's opinion. Like, let's call Kendall. And then like wearing the dress off of Kim's back.
Right.
No, Kourtney's just like so hypocritical. And I think it's just because she feels like irrelevant in those types of conversations. Like, I don't think designers are clamoring, at Kourtney's door looking for collaborations, whereas like Kim, everyone wants to be on Kim's body, and that must make Kourtney feel like lesser.
It's like she wants to be above it, but she also like wants...
She cares, but she pretends like she doesn't.
Yeah, because she does have style. She's always like taking Instagram photos and like serving looks, but it's like she just wants to pretend like that just happened.
And that's like not important to her, and there's no effort that goes into it. I just threw on this vintage Dior dress.
Yeah, and it's like watching her get ready for her birthday party, and like I know it's like a big deal, but like trying on dresses for weeks, like all those dresses she tried on were perfectly fine.
Good.
Like, it's like I get like go to Bloomingdale's, like find like it's just getting so crazy.
Yeah, and to be honest, like of all the dresses she tried on, I didn't like that Donatella one at the end best.
Like, I don't know what they're looking for. Like when she wore that pink vintage George, she kept
So
saying
cute.
Romeo and Michelle, so fucking cute.
So cute. Also, that first dress that was all like discs, silver discs, so cute.
Yeah.
And that little, that long gold sheer dress, like so cute.
Yeah, but Kim said everything was ugly, and I didn't understand why. Like,
yeah,
they were
neither.
all cute. Maybe they just weren't like cool and like
special enough. I don't know.
Or like new enough. Like, actually, all those other dresses she had tried on were like plays off of existing looks, and especially when she put on that feather dress that like I literally wore to my 24th birthday.
That wasn't original. That was like an H&M,
Yeah. So I understand why at that point Kim was like, "What am I doing here, Peacock?"
Right. But how many times did we have to listen to Kourtney have that conversation about her freaking out for weeks? She was talking to Alexander Wang. She was talking to Jonathan Cheban. She was talking to Chloe in the car. I heard 400 times that she was freaking out for weeks, and then the day I woke up and she was just fine.
Yeah.
She's really getting on my nerves. Like, I can't stand her.
She's really getting on my nerves, and like she's just like not being a good sis.
No, and also like you're grown, and she's like, I can't believe Kim's saying this to me on my birthday. First of all, it wasn't your birthday yet, and I hate when people who are fucking grown ass women act like their birthday like they're 6 years old.
Yeah.
Like, get over yourself, bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
But other than that, Kendall made a few appearances in the episode, and I just don't understand the dynamics with Kendall and Kylie like being in the show. Like, do they get paid or not? Because Kendall is never on.
I feel like maybe Kylie just doesn't get paid anymore.
And I think Kendall has to show up every couple hours.
And I think Kendall still gets paid, so like she has to go to stuff.
Also, when Kim was relaying to Chris the fight with Kourtney, like Chris was fucking smiling. Like, that's how you're supposed to act.
No, she was being like...
She was like living for the drama.
No, totally. Fake humanitarian hoe.
Yeah, and Chris was like, oh.
That was like really crazy when she was like, you think you do things for the world, but you don't do anything for the world. Like, those are some real ass fights.
Yeah, but I kind of get that. It's like Kourtney takes this moral high ground over everyone, like being like, Kim, there are people that are dying, and like she's always just like making Kim feel stupid for caring about superficial things, when in reality, what the fuck does Kourtney Kardashian do for the world? When Kim's like actually out here helping people.
100%.
So like, don't take that moral superiority over Kim, who's actually fucking doing something.
I completely agree.
I totally was on Kim's side like the whole time.
I'm always on Kim's side, but it was just like the fights are getting crazy now, and like the stylist like on stylist crime is so crazy, and like the fact that they like talk shit to the other stylists like
in front of the other stylists.
Yeah,
that was crazy. Like Danny Michelle, she styles Erica Jane, and she also styles Stassi, and now I think she has started working with Kourtney.
And now she has beef with Kim.
No, I know. It's like she's just a girl trying to do her job.
Yeah. And I feel like they need like a head stylist of the sisters.
Right, because like in reality, like, Kourtney's stylist should not be sending an email to Mugler. Like, everyone knows Mugler is Kim.
Yeah, but also it's like, I feel as though they always want their looks to sync up, so they should have better like communication.
I'm really shocked that they don't have the same stylist.
I think it would be too much work.
No, I think that happened with Kanye, like redoing Kim's whole look. Like, she needed her own stylist, and then they all went off and just did their own thing.
Yeah, and like one stylist can only choose so much. I think it would just get like too diluted.
And then it's like everyone is working so hard on their outfits for Kourtney's party, and Chloe wears the same dress she wore to her mom's birthday party, and I want to know why.
No, I respect it. First of all, I'm all about outfit repeating.
So am I.
She looked amazing, and that's like what you should. That's what you should do. That's like, have a dress that I love, and I wore it a few years ago, now I'm going to wear it again. Like,
but it wasn't a few years ago, it was like last year.
No, it was a few years ago now.
It was a Gatsby theme.
It was the 60th, and like Chris isn't 60 anymore.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I think. But no, I just wish she had like acknowledged it, like that she was like laughing about it, because it was weird to see.
Right, no, and it's like the whole conversation of the episode was around what we're wearing to the party. Like, she just could have at least acknowledged it.
Yeah, I agree.
And then next week's episode looks kind of crazy with Scott yelling at Corey.
Yeah.
Shook.
I look forward to it.
It's actually getting so good.
I'm so glad they're back on, like the show is
air.
back on. It's just like the hit of the fam that I need every week.
And you know what storyline I'm like really over? And if I never hear about Tristan Thompson again, like I'll be okay. Like I don't care.
Oh, I know.
Like their attempt to co-parent, like call me when it's good. Like I don't care.
I know, but it's also so weird that like True like wants to call her dad.
Call dad,
and then walks
she runs away.
And then Chloe's left on the phone with him.
She's like, it's embarrassing, True. Stop doing that. That actually was pretty funny.
It was really funny, but I agree.
I know you don't watch Potomac, but for the people who do, I just wanted to like give a couple thoughts about the reunion. Like the Potomac ladies, like they know that they're elevated. Like they looked so amazing. They all wore white, and they all looked so good. Ashley's headpiece was just not working for me. Monique is not pregnant anymore, and I've come to realize that she might be the most beautiful housewife on any franchise. Giselle is stunted on these hoes. Like she's the Beyonce of the group. I'm sorry. Karen Huger, I'm now watching season 1, Karen Huger, and now we're in the season 3 reunion. I just want to say, like, she saw herself on TV and fixed her like entire look. Like she wears a wig now. She got Botox. She like cut the sides of her forehead in half. Like she looks so completely different, but like she looks fucking snatched. Candace, I know nobody likes her, but like I still kind of like her, except the drama with her mom I don't appreciate, but she's also really beautiful. And then Robin, you know, I like Robin, even though everyone accuses her of being like broke. I do really like her, and I just thought it was a good reunion, and Andy's having so much fun. I can't believe that Giselle is back with Jamal. That's it.
Good stuff.
Yeah. And then the Comedy Central roast. I know you didn't watch it, and I don't want to put things in your head, but it was very interesting, and I just have thoughts on so many people. I only watched the first hour and a half because, you know, it's 2.5 hours, and it's literally 5 minutes commercial, 2-minute roast.
Oh my God.
5 minutes commercial. It was painful to be watching live, but I always find it really interesting and confusing, the people that they choose to roast. Like some of them are just comedians, and some of them are just people who Alec knows, and like most of them don't even know Alec. And I thought the crew was super weird, but they all did, for the most part, a really good job. I have to say, the biggest shock of the night, and she went first, which is the hardest because people forget about her, Nikki Glaser. She was fucking hilarious, and she's like so cute and pretty, and like everyone in there respects her, and she gets to go to every roast. Like she is a female, like she was the only female comedian on that side of the stage, and she did better than anyone. Blake Griffin obviously had jokes written by other people for him.
Do you know that he does stand up though?
Oh, does he? You know, that actually makes sense because he had great delivery.
Apparently that he has like a little bit of stand up that he like likes to do.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't think he wrote the jokes, but I do think that he delivered them really well, and they were funny. And the Kendall Jenner of it all was like interesting, and they kept harkening back to that. Ken Jeong was really funny. Everyone kept referring to him as the guy with the little dick from The Hangover, and now I'm thinking, was that his real penis?
Did we see it?
Yeah. And it was like a child's. Like, I thought it was for sure a prosthetic, but now everyone's talking about it. I think it's not.
We'll have to Google it.
He was like being so weirdly serious. Like he was really just so honored to be there, like performing for Alec Baldwin. That like he wasn't funny. Like he was literally being so serious. Like it was weird. And then Chris.
I love him.
Me too. Chris Reed. No, that's Scott Disick's friend. Chris Red. He's on SNL. And they were joking that like you might not know him because he literally never goes on SNL, and Alec Baldwin, now playing Trump, takes up more of his time on SNL. He was like, I thought the most decorated comedian. Like he's on SNL, like he is just like he has a comedy album, and he was so disappointing. Like I literally did not laugh, and he talks like me, like talk really fast. I didn't understand one word he said. That must be how people feel when they listen to me talk. I was really let down by him. I didn't see Jeff Ross because I turned it off, but I will be rewatching. Ireland Baldwin made a surprise cameo, and she was fucking great. Alec Baldwin, like basically what they were saying, Alec Baldwin, like all the jokes were like he's a terrible father, his new wife is a child, he is verbally abusive, and all around just like a terrible person. And like the way he was reacting to some of the jokes, like was really making me uncomfortable. Like he was like trying so hard to be able to laugh at himself,
cool about
but
it.
he wanted to fucking punch someone in the face. Like I could just tell.
Like verbally abusive, aggressive.
Sitting next to Robert De Niro, and Robert De Niro is actually a raisin. Like he is the oldest man alive, and that was what everyone was saying about him. Then was Caitlyn Jenner. And the entire time they were being fucking brutal to her. Like, I couldn't understand why in God's green diddly dally earth she would show up. Like, it was, first of all, for any woman to be on a roast, like, you're a fucking hero. But for a trans woman, like, in the comedy space, like, I didn't understand. And then she gets up there, and first of all, she was terrible. Like, awful. The jokes were horrible. But at the very end, I finally understood why she got there. She stood up there and she's like, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering like what I'm doing here, being ridiculed all night. And I just want you guys to know, like, as a trans woman, if I could sit up here and be like so nasty and like literally vilified and be ridiculed to the nth degree to any trans person watching, like whatever you're dealing with is fine. Like, you'll get through it. And I actually appreciated her addressing why she was there, because it made no fucking sense. And actually thought it was a really sweet sentiment in the midst of all this terribleness. Then there was Adam Carolla, who, do you have any idea who he is?
The name is familiar. Is that Adam Knows Everything?
No. He has like a huge podcast.
I don't know who that is either.
Yeah, me neither. But he has a huge podcast. But like, I'd never seen his face before, but I know like the Adam Carolla show was like a really big podcast. He was so incredibly boring. Like, I can't believe people like that get the opportunity to be on those kinds of stages. Like, it's actually not fair.
Yeah.
And then the weirdest person they had was, I don't know her name, but she played the aunt, one of the aunts in Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Zelda, I believe.
Yeah, I know.
Christine Ray.
I know the aunties.
Christina Ray, something like that. She was pretty funny. I think her and Alec Baldwin are like actually really good like friends, weirdly enough. And she was like a fine addition. I didn't see Robert De Niro go yet, and I didn't see Jeff Ross, but other than that, I think I saw everyone else. And I just find comedy roasts to be like so fun and exciting. Like, it's live, like
not live.
You know, no, but like it's filmed live. That's why it's 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Ireland Baldwin was in the audience. They're catching Ireland's, like, you know, it's exciting, but they really need to cut it down. Like 2.5 hours, I would say over an hour of commercials, maybe more.
Well, they're making money.
Torture. Talk about how many fucking commercials, the new nachos, they come in shredded chicken, and they also come in beef. But now the nachos are a meal. Oh my God, I saw the commercial 100 fucking times. I was going stir crazy in my house.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, honestly, I was singing that those nachos sounded really good.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all she wrote for today.
I'm gonna watch,
Tall Girl?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to see Hustlers maybe today, like a matinee.
I'm also struggling to get through the newest episode of Dallas. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I'm about to be on my third showing.
There's a roast. Very similar to the Comedy Central roast, except nobody's listening. It's actually frustrating to see the people in the back of the party, like not one person is paying attention. It was so loud.
Oh shit. Okay, I have to finish it. And then tonight we have Bachelor in Paradise, Below Deck. It'll be a good night.
Oh yeah, Paradise.
Paradise isn't on tonight. Dancing with the Stars starts tonight, and then tomorrow night is
I'm
the
gonna
finale.
watch. Oh, also some breaking news that I thought we should talk about on the Bobby Bones show this morning. Lauren Elena was doing press for Dancing with the Stars, and she announced that her and her boyfriend John Chris broke up. I know, and I was really shocked because they were together like yesterday at her dad's house, and like as someone who's just been like there from the beginning, like I hung out with them, like I feel personally like I'm upset I didn't get like a note or anything, you know?
Yeah,
like
no,
I'm affected by this.
That's upsetting across the board.
But I actually am going to watch Dancing with the
I'm
Stars.
watching Dancing with the Stars. It's the best show. I watched one season and I was like, this is
I've never watched
great.
it, but I want to see Lauren Elena. I want to see Hannah Brown. I want to see Karamo. Like I actually think I'm going to watch it.
No, it's a very.
I don't know if I'll make it all the way.
It's a very. I mean, if the people that I don't like get out, then I'm done.
But night one should be fun. Live with Julianne.
And they have such good songs.
Yeah.
And then they have people come and perform too. So it's entertainment.
I'm gonna watch.
Sweet.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the Morning Toast, the Millennial Morning Show. My tour is back. I'm leaving Wednesday for Portland. Tickets available. Seattle, sold out. Vancouver, tickets available. girlwithnojob.com. The Morning Toast live streams every Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time on YouTube. So please feel free to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment. We're also available anywhere podcasts can be found. That's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all the places.
Public radio.
So feel free to leave a review there, subscribe over there, leave a 5-star review there. We love you. We hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to The Morning Toast. Happy Monday. Go eat lunch.
Also, I'm wearing some merch today. We have some new merch dropping soon, so start saving up. Get those piggy banks ready.